124.
We know him as a comedian, an actor, a sometime dancer and singer, a friend to our troops, and a guy who really loved golf. Bob Hope is an American treasure, but he's also one of our own, having grown up right here in Cleveland. So what better place to present an exhibit of all of his accolades and accomplishments? Eric Rivett is here to help us say thanks for the memories. Eric is the curator of the exhibit that's at the Western Reserve Historical Society. So welcome to the show to talk about Bob Hope.
Thank you.
So while he might have called Cleveland home, we can't really take credit for this exhibit, can we?
That's right. So this is a traveling exhibit from the World Golf Hall of Fame and Museum in St. Augustine, Florida. And Hope was inducted into the Hall of Fame for lifetime achievement. I would call him a professional amateur in that he was an amateur, but he practically lived on the golf course. He was quite good. In fact, he used to joke that everything he did in Hollywood was just to make money to pay his greens fees.
That's a lot of golf. But the exhibit doesn't just cover his golf game, right?
That's right. That's one part of it. When you consider Bob Hope lived to be 100 years old, and probably 90 of those years was in the public eye, so it's a tremendous amount of material to cover. One of the things you will see in the exhibit is his connection to Cleveland. He was born in England, but he actually grew up around East 105th and Euclid, so just a couple of blocks from the museum. Something that's really especially relevant right now is he was a part owner of the Indians when they won the World Series in '48. And so one of the things you'll see in the exhibit is his championship ring.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
Wow. So there's also other awards that are a part of the exhibit. So it covers so many areas of his interest, right?
It does. So, of course, he's best known for comedy. He spent most of his life working in Hollywood. During his lifetime, he received 5 honorary Oscars. You'll see one of his Academy Awards. You'll see one of his Emmys. But something that especially meaningful to me is you'll see his Congressional Gold Medal, which was awarded to him for his work entertaining the troops. In working with the USO over 50 years, it's estimated that he entertained more than 10 million servicemen and women during his lifetime.
Lots of wars that he took care of.
Absolutely.
Helping our troops over there. So he was also a pal to presidents, right?
He was, yeah. Party affiliation didn't really seem to matter to him too much. Starting with Franklin Roosevelt during World War II, Hope was friends with 11 presidents. He played golf with most of them. And
so was he better than the presidents?
Some of them, yeah. Some of them had a lot of time on their hands. But he was, I don't think we'll ever see another entertainer that had a connection with presidents the way he did.
And there's so many great pictures, I'm sure, but it would be great to see him really in action, like a performance.
Sure, well, you can. So all throughout the exhibit, there are several videos that cover various aspects of his life, from his time as an immigrant in Cleveland in the early 1900s to his rise to success through vaudeville, radio, film, television, and like we talked about, you'll see Bob Hope with the presidents, you'll see entertaining the troops, you'll see his work in Hollywood, and then you'll also see his life at home, his family life.
Oh, cool. So how long do we get to see this exhibit before it goes away?
It's open now. It opened about 2 weeks ago, and it'll be open through the end of June 2017. And I've just got to tell you, 21 years of working in museums on exhibits, and this is the most fun I've ever had with an exhibit.
Well, that's good. I hope it's fun for everybody who goes to see it, too.
I hope so, too.
All right. You have to hand it to Bob Hope. He was an all-around amazing entertainer. And now you can relive the many memories and moments of his life in and out of the spotlight by visiting the exhibit, Bob Hope, an American Treasure, at the Western Reserve Historical Society. My thanks to Eric Rivett for giving us a perfect preview.
Learn more by calling the Western Reserve Historical Society at 216-721-5722 or visit their website, www.wrhs.org. Next.